This is a message from Spirit to the chosen ones, specifically regarding your gifts and abilities and your talents. We're just going to riff and go with what comes up. No structure, no form, no definition, just go. You, first two that came out were clairvoyant and chosen one. Well, yes, you are the chosen one. Not everybody is, but you are, my dear. Are you aware that you have the ability of clear seeing? This could manifest in being able to see what your art or your creation wants of you using your inner vision, your third eye. This could be that you travel in your dreams or you want to, you have an interest in that. Ooh, the cards are saying that you've broken free of a curse very recently, and this is going to increase your clairvoyant abilities. Some of the shadow work that you did over the last few months, especially the last few years, is really starting to pay off. There was a karmic connection that you had, potentially with a lover, that really caused a bit of a tailspin or an unknown impact on you. It was draining your energy. You may have tried to make it work. It did for a bit, and then it didn't, and then it did for a bit, and then it didn't. Well, Spirit is telling me to let you know that it's time for you to get up on your next mission. You are curse-free, baby. Comment it, I am curse-free. Yes. Good on you for doing all that work. It's not... Boom, boom, boom. My bug zapper has been, it's like quiet all day, and then as soon as I turn my microphone on, it starts going off. We'll just go for like triple confirmation. It was like zap, 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 just as the card Golden Touch came out. So everything that you touch going forward is going to turn to gold. That could mean where you put your energy. Whoa, lots of cards just came out. Where you put your energy in what you decide you're going to make. So maybe you might even have to really determine what is worth your energy. What really do you want to keep going on with? Yeah, we've got dreams and dream inception. Are you working with your dreams right now? I'm getting that this is a sign to do so. In the beginning, we said the thing about clairvoyance and dreaming. Now we've got poetry. What up to my poets? Like my real poets, not my Instagram poets. I got blessing in disguise, receiving activations, and destroy and uncreate. Ooh, okay, let's unpack these a bit. Okay, so the next mission has kicked in. You've overrode or you've balanced out a karmic connection recently. Bravo. Some things might have left your life. That was a blessing in disguise. You are about to receive some really profound activations as you step towards your work. You might be a writer, you might be a rapper, you might be, a lyricist or a songwriter in some way. You might see the poetry in life, you might dance the poetry. They say that dance is poetry in motion. What is your poetry? How you live your life, how you arrange your favorite room, how you decorate your altar. All of it could be poetry. Oh, somebody is an angelic bloodline. Nice to meet you. It is an honor. How can you use that in your art? Transmute pain. Well, yes, that goes together very well. That's generally what I'm getting, that angels who are incarnate in human bodies have come here to help do, is to transmute the pain, which means to transform it, to turn it into something else. This is the alchemical component of being here. We've got necessary sacrifice. Again, this has come up in all three readings so far. So whatever you've had to let go of, whatever you've had to move past, and all the loops that you've closed, I'm feeling the, wow, coming to the end, of a pretty long, dark journey. At some points, you dipped really low. And a lot of that was not your fault. You had a lot of targets on you. They tried to keep you from fully being able to express this art in you, have you running around in circles and doubting your clairvoyant abilities. But now you are learning how to place sacred boundaries. And if you're not, please do start doing that ASAP. We can't have the risk of your energy being drained anymore. That was just way too long of a process. Okay, we've got Open Your Oracle. We've got Open Your Oracle, Clairvoyant, Dream Inception, and Poetry. This is beautiful. So this Destroy and Uncreate piece, will you please destroy and uncreate, and may you use this at will. Destroy and uncreate anything that stands in the way of you having a fully opened oracle in a way that works best for you, that is safe and makes you feel good and makes you feel connected to source and whole, healed and complete, so that you have full access to your clairvoyance. Would you be willing to start to open that so that you can bring through these beautiful words or these beautiful movements that are wanting to come through? I mean, you're curse free, baby. Don't you want to dance? Don't you want to create? Yes, we've got And Still You Rise. So no matter how much sacrifice you had to go through, no matter how much they targeted you, you still rose above it all, and you're going to receive your activations because of that. Your blessings are coming in. Affirm it, my blessings are coming in. On the bottom here it says family wounding, so you might have gone through a process regarding clearing your bloodline, clearing stories from your past, clearing stories from your family. You need more sun, my dear. How much sun are you getting these days? Are you able to get any of the sunset sun or the sunrise sun? There's a special type of quality of light and frequency that you can safely take into your eyes. You might want to look up sun gazing. What is it to be an angel incarnate? How much more space can we occupy as angels here, so-called angels? What is in your spiritual DNA? Oh my goodness, we got this again. I am the chosen. Can you affirm it? I am the chosen. I accept God's bounty for me. I welcome with grace and clarity my next mission, my abilities for having the golden touch, for clearing out curses, for receiving my activations, for transmuting the pain in the collective. This has also come out 3 times. More stillness. Okay. We get the message. There needs to be more time spent in stillness. And I think stillness means too, really what I'm getting is it's stillness of the mind. You know, yeah, okay, we can sit in meditation, but how much is going on up there? There's a lot of activity at the moment mentally, on the mental level. I don't like to say that there's tests going on. I wouldn't call it tests. I would call it more a personal challenge that plays out as we're all having ours simultaneously. And how we respond to that, it's going to determine, you know, what's the next set of parameters. You know, what are we going to get? What's going to be our scope of receiving in the next round of the game? You know, you just passed a test. You just passed, you know, I don't even know what number round, but we're in the next bit now. You get that, right? It's time to sit in your channel. That's twice now. Open your oracle channel. What else do we have here? You could be a designer of some kind. Take it as it resonates. Having clairvoyance will really help you with your design work. You can actually see things before they're done. You can envisage them, or you can look inside, make that stillness, slow down your brain waves, do some deep breaths, that kind of thing. Have the right intentionality. Have a look at the design that's already there. Like how much of the stuff that we're creating is actually just a replica. It's coming from the other side. This, whatever you're going to channel, if you sit down and you really sincerely dedicate to channeling and opening and using your clairvoyant capacity, you're going to design something that's going to be is going to be contributing to your big break. Somewhere inside of you, you know that art is your highest path. You've ended a big cycle. It's double confirmed. However, and thus, you're going to need some new skills in the next path going forward. Not next path, but the next part, rather. You might have been underestimating yourself and your capacities. Do you ever doubt yourself? I mean, who doesn't really? Not many people fully value themselves. Looks like there's some support incoming for you. We got breaking curses again. So whatever you broke, yes, hallelujah. Congratulations, really, seriously. I hope you've given yourself a little internal heart hug for whatever you've been through, for whatever you've broken or set into balance. Energetic hygiene. Again, of all these hundreds of cards, it's so interesting that similar ones are coming up, right? As usual. That always happens. So who's getting in past your radar? That's what I'm getting right now. Like who are you letting through that isn't really congruent to the new you? The chosen one you, the angel incarnate you, the one that has sacred boundaries and doesn't underestimate their value. The one who knows that they are the chosen one. The one who charges them up on the sun. We've got automatic writing. Okay, what's up? You guys are writers. What wants to come through? Could you maybe channel some of the angels? You know, and you don't have to give them names and they don't have to appear as particular characters, though if that's fun for you, then that's cool. Just as I'm saying that, it's funny, I'm actually hearing Archangel Michael. And that's interesting. Maybe you have a connection to Archangel Michael. Maybe your name's Michelle or Michael or Angel. Maybe you live in LA. Take what resonates. You gotta sit your ass down and write. Oh, we got give birth. Okay. Have you almost finished something? Could be that there's something chilling in your hard drive. The crypt. You got some stuff loaded up in your chamber and it's time to push them across the line. What if you can just get them out there, you know, and set that to rest? Be more strategic. Okay. Have you been not doing that? What's required here? Could you ask to the energy of your writing project, of whatever kind of writing project that is, what kind of strategy would best help you go out into the world and be received by whoever most needs you? And sit and listen, sit and see, and see what shows up on the screen of your inner vision. It is time for your great works. Seems like you have some very impactful writing that wants to get out to the world. I mean, in an era where so many people are using AI to write, please write the good stuff that comes straight through the human. What's been sitting in the back burner? And here's another question for you. When you line up all of your writings at whatever level and stage they are of cultivation and development and doneness, which of these still give you a little tickle in your bum, so to speak? Which one of these makes you excited? See more beauty. Okay. Are you feeling a little bit uninspired to finish some of those things, or are you finding it hard to find the inspiration to finish those things? Like, I would recommend just to go to nature. That is like the best fix ever. What if you were to take your writing materials, preferably not your laptop? I'm seeing you actually speaking some of your writing out. Maybe making voice notes, voice to text kind of thing. Just making notes of things as you see them in your mind. It's one thing I've been doing recently, or actually for a while now. But just really honing it a lot more is to just open the channel, write a topic down, open the channel, and then see what wants to come through. See if I can speak to the energy of that particular children's book or post or story or whatever it is I'm working on. It can even be like non-exciting things, you know, just things that you kind of quote unquote have to write. We've got 4 to 6 months. So what if you were to give yourself 4 to 6 months to complete this? Would that realistically be enough? I feel like that's a good number. Can you give yourself a time frame that would be honoring? Ask to the energy of your writing projects. What's it going to take? Don't wait. Okay, really, time to get on it. Is this writing project, I get that it's also going to transmute your pain. that needs to come out. And that's going to be part of your activation. You're going to feel more open with your abilities when you come from this place. Because you're honoring the past and what it took to get there and who you've become because of it. I get to that's going to increase your clairvoyant capacities. What if you were to also write to this transition, this moment of going from having someone who had energies put against them and on them to breaking these curses, to being curse-free, whatever this wounding was that you have helped to equalize, that you've worked through. Maybe there's something you can write to on that topic if you're brave enough. I would say please do it. The more of us that are willing to speak to these things in truth and just to honor our own process, the more it moves, I believe, for all of us. What are you writing? I'd love to know what you're writing. Oh my God, this is so funny. We've got the same card again from a different deck. Angelic Origins. Okay, Angel. Angel of what are you? What do you write to, oh angel? Oh angelic one? Please transfuse your words with the angelic codes that you carry within you. You don't think people are going to not be able to feel that? This is your time. Let's go. We've got this is your time and don't wait. Okay. Open your oracle. Use that beautiful inner vision of yours to channel through all of this. Transmute the pain by putting it into writing. Telling the story is creating limitations. Okay, this is interesting. So you know sometimes how we tell the story and it sticks us inside the story? It's like we become the story and it's very hard to overcome it or see it from a different perspective. Well, this, I'm getting, in this case, getting this card in this context, what if you could, quote unquote, tell the story to help undo the limitations, to help transmute the pain? Because if you felt it, if you went through it, chances are one of us did too. I'm so curious to know what your works are going to be. If you have the courage to speak into that space. Remember, art is the highest path, and this could be your big break. Would you be willing also to destroy and uncreate all of the relationship and projections that you've put around your writing? What it's meant to be like, what you can write to, what you can't write to? Would you be willing to even surprise yourself? Yeah, there's definitely been somebody older than you who has purposely given you advice that wasn't in your highest and best good. Sorry about that. Hate that shit. Whoop, accept your genius. What's that going to take? To accept that you're an angel incarnate, that you come from otherworldly origins. You got the tea. Wow. You got the truth, baby. So if you were to accept your genius and that you're an angel incarnate and that you have the truth, okay, no wonder there was energy put in your direction, O chosen one. You've got some information that could really, especially through your words, could really activate other people. Woo, this is awesome. Yep. Okay. I just asked, what should they write to? And the card that came up was Dark Night of the Soul. So how dark can your poetry get? And the next card is more audacity. How much more bodacious can you be to speak to some of those states that you went through during those dark nights of the soul? Come on. Without a dark night of the soul or 10, our poetry is going to be like, like I said, the stuff you see on Instagram. Would you have that much audacity? Gosh, I'm asking this to myself right now, so thank you for helping to collectively instigate this message. Unexpressed emotions. Okay. Poetry and writing is a good place to do that. You don't have anybody monitoring you. Hey, I'm thinking automatic writing, unexpressed emotions. You got the T. What if you were to just totally dedicate yourself? Well, I mean, obviously, if you have jobs and stuff, that doesn't make sense, but you've got 4 to 6 months to produce some stuff. You don't have to have it polished. You can then send it off to get, for that to happen. But in the next 4 to 6 months, let's even just say 4 months. What if you were to learn or cultivate a deeper connection to your channel, to your automatic writing, to your clairvoyance, and start to write to the dark night of the soul as it exists for the human being? You came here, you've had your fair share of knowing what that is. What if you just give birth? What if you just write to that? That pain that you went through, those curses that you lived through, those were all blessings in disguise. To give you a real sense of what it is to live in the contrast. Now you know. You got the T now. You got the truth. You can write to that in a way that other people may not have as many skills around. So this new skill, what we said in the beginning, new skills required, I think what that skill is, it's not about your writing itself. It's about opening the channel and allowing the words to come through. Great works. Your great works are upon you. This is your next mission. Undoubtedly, if you are the chosen, I get this designer card is you and God are co-designing. How cool is that? You're on divine assignment now. It's also up to us to listen to what isn't being said, because those are the feelings and the unexpressed emotions and the things that other people wished that we would write to. So many people don't have the words to explain what's going on. But you, chosen one, you have the words to speak to this. Of course, an angel. Of course, the chosen one would be an angel. Next card. Ask for information. Look, it's pretty obvious here, isn't it? With a little bit of audacity, a little bit of strategy, as in you get to come up with your own little way of tapping in. You might even get some stuff in your dreams. How cool is that? You are going to get a whole bunch of info that will help you to design something that will eventually, and not in such a long time either, be one of your big breaks. You're getting a really big urge, like a push off the edge. Do not wait a single moment longer. Give birth already. We need you, chosen one. Thank you so much. No more delaying the process. No more allowing distractor implants, destroy and uncreate, all of that. Go out and get more beauty all up in your eyeballs, in your heart. What makes you go, ooh, ah? Yeah, next card. Look for the art in everything. This is it. This is your moment to give birth, to bring these forward for all of us. No pressure. No pressure. Let's see what the oracle has to say. The Tao. What can our super angel, chosen one, poets, writers, lyricists, dancers, these poets, jumping out everywhere. Okay. Here is the spider theme again. Ooh, and we have the attraction of opposites. This is beautiful. And it's interesting because these two cards, the other one is the taming power of the small. And there is a spider on the center of a spider web. If you listen to the first oracle reading, you remember that the spider came down in front of my face. We've got 9 and 44. So you could be 44 years old. Number 9, near completion. Okay, so let's read from this, but these cards are so beautiful. Each one of these are a painting. It took her years and years to make this deck because each one is a real painting. It's got 2 lovers and they're in a dance. There's flowers in their hair. It's golden and peach and glorious, and they are in an embrace. The words underneath are seduction, temptation, magnetism, a passionate encounter, meeting halfway, sexual union, and coupling. Ooh, something's gonna get hot. So maybe some of your inspo will come from one of these meetings. Or it could be that that a lot of your work that you're going to write to coming through this dark night of the soul is going to be, you will write about the attraction of opposites. Maybe you had a lot of troubles in this area. Maybe this is what you're deconditioning so that you can then write to that and make some sense around that for other people to transmute the pain of these areas, because God knows there's a lot of pain in these areas, no? What are these flowers in their hair? They're even holding big bowls of fruit and bells and a symbol of the lightning. The other one is the taming power of the small: self-restraint, self-sufficiency, careful preparations, resourcefulness, adaptability. There's also loads of flowers on here. So flowers might mean something for you, certain types of flowers. These are cherry blossoms. These are, I don't know what these are actually. They're just luscious. Everything is luscious. So one has patience. This would speak to me of patience and trusting in yourself. You know, that was that value thing coming up again. Trusting that you can weave a web that will support your life. And there's a precision in this as well. So this feels a little bit like it's connecting to strategy, as we were talking about before. You may be set up to meet another chosen one, is what I'm getting, where you get to, and you both could be artists. That feels true. Let's look at the number 44, because I'm loving the energy behind that. And for you as well, it feels like, whoo, made it out of the other end of something really big. So this is talking about an attraction between different kinds of people, like opposites, right? So that it could fizzle out, and watch out for it. A powerful attraction deserves to be acknowledged, but from a cooler, uninvested perspective. Take time to consider your evolving feelings regarding the other. Where there is balance, there is unity and progress, but to become affiliated with a person of weak character out of your own unawareness would be a pity. Spiritual traditions acknowledge in a variety of ways the central importance of learning to unite wisdom and passion, the head and the heart. Okay. There's the clue. The sacred art of Tibetan Buddhism, for example, depicts the literal coupling of deities representing the perfectly balanced ecstatic union of two equally powerful energies. This image can serve as a reminder of the power of conscious consummation. Okay, so in the context of this reading, how we were talking about your art and what you might be writing to, this actually makes sense. So where did you have an attraction with someone, and did that lead perhaps to your dark night of the soul? Can you write to that? Perhaps you need the audacity to write to relating, to express what you've learned, what you've lived through, what you've experienced through the attraction of opposites in your own life. Where were you led astray? Where did you let desire or seduction overwhelm you? Where did you get caught in a karmic entanglement? Didn't we have that card? Yeah, karmic connection. There it is. Curse-free. Breaking. This could have been a karmic curse, actually, with a partnership. And this could have been something that actually ended up draining out your energy to create. And you might just be starting to rejuvenate yourself to start to create again, because it actually drained you. You bought into that. Right. Okay, so everything that is, can we destroy and uncreate all that, set all of that free too as well? We don't want to stay stuck in the telling of the story of all of that, but to now move into how we can accept that you have genius in this, that you get to move into stillness, you get to receive your activations around this and be able to see how you can turn that and transmute that pain into art. Why? Because art is your highest path. You can do that through automatic writing. You can do that through movement, dance, speaking, just whatever you do. There's the unexpressed emotions around this are required to fully, I get that, is to fully accept your genius in all of this. Wow, okay. That's very powerful. Let's see how it relates to the other card, number 9. Number 9. You might be seeing 9s around as well. The taming power of the small. Due to circumstances beyond your control, any effect you can have now will only be experienced in ways that are so subtle they might seem downright invisible. The ego can experience such times as impossibly irritating and frustrating. You may be chomping at the bit to change the situation, yet all your attempts seem to fail. Talking about powerlessness, instead take care of details, making little repairs for things later on, being gentle and receptive, avoiding sort of getting into this push dynamic and busyness, that kind of thing. Take a lesson from the spider. She works tirelessly to prepare her web, unbeknownst to those around her. However, many times her work may be damaged. She tends to the repairs as soon as she notices they are needed. She never postpones and she never seeks attention. Her strength is in her ability to blend into her surroundings. She does what she needs to do without wasting energy. When all her preparations have been tended to, she is able to be utterly still, utterly alert, and to wait in trust that eventually some tasty opportunities will come her way. You know what? I think you shouldn't wait. You can be still, though, to receive and start in a direction and see what happens. This could be you actually tending, like, as they said, tending to the space to get ready for this. You know, you're getting ready. You've just come out of this journey of clearing out some of this karmic stuff, maybe gotten rid of, gotten through, closed a loop on a particular relating situation that might have hit you pretty deeply in some tender places. And now you're getting ready. You're preparing the web. You're preparing the space. And that has value too. That has a lot of value as well. This could be the time for you, like a little bit of internal downtime where you get to decide, which of my projects, like actually sit with them, which of my writing things, which of my poetry things, or whatever it is it's been asking to be given birth to, which of those want attention now as you, who you are now. This is beautiful. I love this for you. Okay, one last card. Let's see. What do my writers, my sacred artists, my chosen ones need to know? Show them the cards they need to see. Jump. Ooh. So you're leaving a particular way of thinking behind, which is good news. You're taking what's yours and you're leaving in a direction that feels correct to you. It's been emotional, but you found a way to organize your mind around it, which has been helpful. There's the sacred boundaries again. It's like you're ready for war, but you don't need to. You've been through the meat of it now. Now it's temperance, yeah. Now you get to nourish, be patient, watch things grow, water your gardens, listen to your angels, be the angel. Things are looking much more fresh, much more hopeful. You can fill your own cup again now after it's been drained out. There's much more, a sense of much more to go around. And it's very relieving for you. You may need to lighten up your wardrobe. Wear some lighter colors in this time. You may need to go outside and not wear shoes. Go and walk in the grass. Get your feet in some water somewhere if possible. Get some flowers and put them inside. Yellow could be a color for you. There could be also a mentor in your life, a man or someone that you trust to give you advice. That could be someone on the other side too, actually. Somebody, an ancestor that's passed, a male ancestor. Yep, and you're ready to start along your new path the way that you've cultivated your mind now. This new way of perceiving. You're ready. You are ready. The Angel of Judgment. Yes. This is your calling. This is the clarion call. This is the time. This is your time. You know, very soon, you're going to have a totally different reality as well. We've got this 4 to 6 months as well. So whenever you get this reading, whatever that feels like for you, if it feels true, you could even have a move within the next 4 to 6 months. Might be somewhere across the water as well. Could be going to live on an island even, perhaps somewhere more nature oriented. But no matter what, your angels are going to be there with you. This much is really true, and you're going to be so glad to be able to hear them and channel their specifics. It's just going to be so overwhelmingly joyful to create in such a way, because it's more realistic for an angel, wouldn't you say? Pick up the phone, direct to God already. You got a direct line in, baby. Direct. Don't even need to go through the concierge. You just go straight up to I was going to say boudoir. Go straight up to the penthouse. On that note, I will leave you. Bless you. Have a marvelous creation. Please do get in your channeling state. I'm sensing some really awesome artworks, some beautiful words are just waiting to get through. Peace, peace, peace.